Just working on my 2005 Honda Pilot again. Today we are changing brake fluid. This needs to be done every so often. Just check your manufacturer's recommendations on this one. All I'm doing is you take a little syringe or anything that can really suck the old fluid out of the reservoir. See, this is pretty gross looking here. So you just want to remove the old fluid out of the reservoir, and you're going to want to dispose of this properly. Check with your local regulations on it, and you just want to empty this reservoir out before you get started, otherwise it's going to take a long time to pump the new fluid through. Now you can see in here there's a strainer basket that needs to be pulled out, and you want to make sure you get all the fluid out of the bottom. And we just want to take a washcloth or something like that and wipe off any particulates they got on there. And same thing goes with down in there. This will help keep your system clean, prevent anything from getting in there that's going to cause some damage internally. Alright, so we've got this all basically cleaned up. I would prefer it to look a little bit better, but just from here we go ahead and replace this, and we're going to go ahead and add our fluid. As with any fluid, you always want to make sure the fluid you're buying is going to work for your car. Just a quick Google search to do it. Generally with brake fluid it's fairly well universal. You use your .3 fluid, but go ahead and give a quick Google search to make sure that you're using the right fluid. You just pop the cap off and then open up the foil there, and we'll go ahead and get it poured in. Okay, you always want to start on the wheel furthest from the master cylinder. On this one, this is the passenger rear tire, so not all cars have to be jacked up and have the tire removed. This one, the way it sits, I'm gonna have to. So always follow your best practices. Make sure you have both jack and jack stand underneath, and I always put the wheel underneath on the side of the car just to make sure in the worst possible case scenario, if it does drop, then there's always something to block it from falling all the way to the ground on top of me. Alright, now we've got the wheel off, and just as I said, we've got the jack under there, the jack stand, and in case all else fails, we've got the tire placed right there so the vehicle doesn't fall on top of us. Now, we're going to be using this kit right here from AutoZone. This turns it into a one-person job. You pop this open right here. We want to pop this off, and you'll open this up, just crack it loose, and then the insert goes in here, and we have this handy magnet to place it up somewhere that's metal on the vehicle so it doesn't go anywhere. So we'll go ahead and get this cracked open just a bit. Just like that. Place this securely in here, and we'll go ahead and give it a few pumps and see how much we get. Okay, we want to give the pedal a few pumps slowly. We don't want to knock the hose off or anything like that, but you also want to make sure while you're pumping the brakes, while you're bleeding them out, that you don't run the reservoir dry. So you want to give it a few pumps, and then check the master cylinder and make sure that you have fluid in there still. When it gets low, just add some more, and then go ahead and go back and double check that everything's going well. Alright, so that's getting pretty full, and it's still packages by the door. I got a couple for you. And the fluid's still dirty, so we want to empty this out and reattach it in and then go again. All right, the bottle's empty. We're going to open this up again and give it a few more pumps of the brake pedal. All right, now we're starting to see a little bit more of what we want to see. It's still a little bit dark, which means it's still kind of pushing some dirty stuff through, but it's starting to clear up a lot more. The bottle was a lot darker than this. I think this is the 4th time that I've filled up the bottle. So yeah, I think we're sitting pretty good here. We'll empty it one more time and make sure that we've got plenty of the dirt out. All right, now we see the lines. They're starting to look clear, and we're pushing clean fluid through. So we're just going to tighten this back up, put it back the way we found it, and you want to repeat on all 4 wheels. Well, I guess we have 3 left, so we just pop this out, set this aside. We want to put everything back together, double check the snugness, pop the dust cap back on, and now we just repeat. Okay, second verse, same as the first. We're going to go ahead and finish this wheel as well. Gonna do the same thing. We've got it all set up, all our safety protocols in place, and the bleeder valve is cracked open. Just a side note, it's always a good idea to take a look at all the other components, make sure that everything's in full working order. We've got various bushings down here, your shocks and all of that. So it's always a good idea when you're here just to look around and see if anything looks out of place. Everything looks fine here, so we're just going to go ahead and finish this. If I think of anything else on the other 2 wheels, I'll pop in and give you a tidbit. If not, I'm just going to go ahead and get this finished. Okay, just to finish up here, we've put the old fluid in the new bottle. It took the whole bottle. We've made sure that the reservoir is topped off. It's got enough fluid. Cap is back on. This thing's ready to go, get washed. Make sure that we get any fluid that we left on the paint, if any. So we'll take this, dispose of it properly, and we'll see you in the next video.